Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and welcome back to our Calmlands Survival Challenge where we started from scratch with nothing but a house, a truck, and a backyard garden. And we've managed to build so far what you've seen, which is not a lot, I get that, but it's a lot more than we started with. We've got a nice big old grass field, a massive grass field actually. I mean, look at the size of that. It looks so pretty though, doesn't it? Something about a nice rolling hill in nice clean grass. It looks so good. But today we got our work cut out for us once again. I've got to check on all my productions real quick, and then we're going to have to make a big decision that could bankrupt us. But I'm hoping that it's going to pay off. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. So let's check out our productions first. So we have plenty of water, so we're good there. Plenty of seeds and fertilizer. Fermenting silo, we've got grass going in right now. We have a lot of grass. We are still making silage to sell off. So we are going to be making a little bit of money there. And we've got plenty of water in the big garden as well. So we're good there. The biggest reason I keep checking the water, for you guys don't know, the fermenting silo, ever since we put it in, it has been trying to fill up to 2 million liters, meaning it is stealing all of my water from my well, which is not ideal. But once it's filled up, we'll be fine. But we're just going to have to, keep thinking that we're in trouble for a little while. So here's my idea. Let me talk you guys through it. So one of the things that we desperately need to upgrade is our planter. We have a cedar that is very tiny and it is just no bueno, all right? There's a couple reasons. One, it requires us to cultivate the field first. We don't own a cultivator. And I don't want to own a cultivator if I can avoid it, because I can get a direct drill planter and don't have to cultivate. I will eventually need a weeder. And by eventually, I mean I will need a weeder like immediately. After planting, which is not ideal, but again, we knew this is coming. Like, I could buy a weeder, buy a cultivator, and we just throw everything on the field and do it as is. That would probably be the smart play. I don't want to do that. I want to upgrade the planter ASAP. This old planter, as good as it is, gotta go. It's too small for what we're going to be doing, and it's essentially just wasting our time. So I think we're going to take, both of our tractors are about the same speed. I think this one's slightly slower, but it doesn't really matter. But I think we are going to teleport up to the shop with our stuff here. I might unload the seed and stuff since we have it. Let me jump in there real quick. We can unload the seed and fertilizer that we currently have. Oop. Speaking of, drop it. Drop it, sunshine! Alright, let's try this again. So this is our old planter. It's cute, but it's a bit on the small side. All right. So yeah, we're going to take this up to the store. So I will see you guys in a moment when we're ready to sell that off. Alright, let's get this thing fixed up and sold off, and hope that we're going to have enough money for the new piece of equipment that we're after. I believe we need about $109,000 in the bank. I think it's going to be awful close. I don't know if we're going to have enough, but I'm hoping that we are. One thing I didn't think about is we don't technically have enough to actually plant the field after. We'll figure all that out in a minute. Let's first repair, repaint. Oh my God, $9,100 to repaint. Good Lord. And then sell. That's going to get us $40,000 in the bank. Oh my God. It's like it's meant to be, folks. $109,921. You can't make that stuff up. You can't make it up. Let's look at our planters now. So this planter right here is what we're after, $109,000. We are going to use the seed distribution. We are going to have, or the fertilizer distribution. We are going to have the dry fertilizer tank on here. But yeah, this is what we're after, y'all. Right here. $109,000, and we had, well, now we just got paid! Something just got sold off. Remember, we are still running our productions of silage as well as all of our vegetables in the background and fruits. So, yeah, so we're making a little bit of money. So that's perfect. All right, can't make that up. Let's go. 250 horsepower is required for this. How many horsepower do we have in our... I'm sure I think we got 230. I think this might be too many horsepowers. I know it is for this little tractor. But I mean, for the actual big tractor, or bigger tractor, our Deutzfahr, I think it might actually be a little much for that as well. We'll figure all that out in a minute. We got it, and that's all that matters. I don't know why I'm getting off the tractor. Like, I literally could just go boop. Fill up on the fertilizer while we're here. Get these bags out of the way finally after all this time. The other thing we will be planting... I'm an idiot. Y'all see what I just did? I did that the other day too. What I'm trying to do is change the planting type, and I ended up grabbing the wrong thing. I know this is a big cedar, but come on, man. There we go. So yeah, we want to set this to wheat, which is what we are going to be growing in our field. Now that we harvested our oats already. Look at this planter, man. This thing is massive. We'll have that thing planted in no time. We'll just cut through the field. Take this back down to the farm. This thing is massive. I feel like the walkway is a little bit longer than it needs to be. Might be a little bit excessive. But the old Volvo's going to be just fine to get that over there. I think that the... horsepower requirement might be a bit of an issue. But I hope not. Hope it'll be fine. Now, the other thing we're going to need a weeder. Because if we're going to be doing shallow cultivating, aka what we're doing, we need some way to get rid of weeds. So, the weeder that I usually use is this one here. That's $36,000. Holy mother of God. I mean, it should be fine. We should make more than that, no problem, before we need it next month. We will need it next month, though. So, we got to keep that in mind. I'm just hoping that we have enough seed and fertilizer down here to plant this field. Should be? Question mark? But only one way to find out. Hey, look, it's our farm. Isn't it pretty? I might be slightly biased, though. Just a little bit. Alright, we'll swing over there. We'll pick up all the stuff that we've got dropped on the ground at the moment. I have no idea how much it's going to take for us to plant this field. I'm hoping it's not all that much when it comes to seed and fertilizer. Because we don't really have anything in the bank. Oh God. How did I manage to hit that so perfectly? Also, this thing's struggling to stop with this much weight on it. Who would have seen that coming? You know what? Let's go ahead and move this thing out the way. This poor little tractor has done enough. I say as I crash into my fertilizer spreader. Now we do have fertilizer there that we can use. And then we can always pull from the... We can always pull from the actual silo if we need it. But I'm hoping to avoid that if we can. Now, the good news is this field that we're going to be planting on, for the most part, is relatively flat-ish. It's mainly the left side of the field that's going to be a bit of a potential problem for us. But I'm hoping that this tractor will power through and just make it work. This is a big planter for this tractor. There is no doubt about that. But it's going to be beautiful. Watch how quick we'll get this done now, too. Let's go ahead and unfold this big old sucker. Look at it go. Look at that thing. Ain't that thing something? Got a transformer, y'all. Look how much wider this is. It's like 3 times the size of the other one. I don't know if that's true or not. Looks like it is. But we are going to set this thing up for our auto steer. I need to get a little bit closer to being in line here. Oops. We'll go ahead and turn it on and set it down. Now we are limited to 5 miles an hour right now. That's not ideal. I'm pretty sure the working speed is 11. So this might take a minute. We don't have enough horsepower. Yep. Well, I did goof. I did goof. Well, you guys know what that means. It's time for a bit of a time lapse. Actually, it's time to save, apparently. And then I will turn all the fancy stuff off so that we can actually see what we're doing. There we go. A little bit less clutter. And now, I'll see you guys in a little bit. You know what? I just had a thought. I'm pretty certain I have a mod that would allow me to take some of the pain out of this real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's under miscellaneous. Nope, that's definitely not it. I think it's under this miscellaneous. Yep, right there. It's only $100 too. Perfect. Let me go ahead and grab that. It's $120. This comes in real handy. We'll finish the first headlands, or the headlands, I should say, and then we will run up to the store, grab that, and then hopefully that'll help us with this planter. It may or may not help. I'm hoping it will. I think it will, but it may not. Because at the end of the day, we're still limited by our horsepower. But I'm hoping it'll work. Otherwise, this is going to be a long plant. I mean, the good news is it looks like we're not going to run out of fertilizer and seeds, so I think we'll be okay in that department. Alright, let me drop this, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, so we've made it. We're going to go ahead and grab this little attacher, I guess would be the best way, or hitch. Now this does not help you when it comes to 3-point attaching, so you got to remember that. But this will help for anything that has like a regular trailer style attach, or like a hitch style attacher, which luckily for us, our planter does. So we should be able to hook this up to that and be able to raise it up a little bit and save us a little bit of time. Hopefully. Only time will tell. But yeah, so this little thing allows us to raise and lower the rear hitch, you can see. And that allows us to kind of cheese the system a little bit when it comes to pulling specific or certain types of equipment that you may not be able to pull fast. Kind of allows you to pull them a little faster. Now I'm not trying to go super unrealistic. I am just trying to give us a little bit of an edge because we don't have the horsepower currently. And I don't even know if this is going to work. I know it's normally used to speed up things in general, but I don't think it's going to speed up if I don't have enough horsepower to run the implement at full speed anyway. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this works. All right. Now for the moment of truth. Apparently I was doing 2 headlands passes. Oh well. Oh yeah, that's much better. Again, not a huge improvement, but we basically doubled our speed. Which I think is reasonable. Like, we're not out here unrealistic. Just giving ourselves a little bit of an edge.
Traded in the old cedar 4 meters wide. Tired of crawling through the fields with my patience fried. Dropped every dime on a shiny new plan. 11 meters wide straight from Valtra's hand. But when I hit the field, oh, I felt that sting. My turbo diesel dream just can't pull the thing. She's a slow runner, dragging through the dirt. Every hill I climb, I feel that engine hurt. Got the gear of a king, but the heart of a mule. She's planting seeds slow, but she's keeping it cool. Yeah, she'll get it done, just not in a flash. Takes a little longer when you ain't got cash. I watched that planter shiver, bounce and moan, while my tractor growled in a diesel tone. Thought she'd roar like thunder, eat the field alive, but she whimpers on the hills, barely doing 5. Neighbors pass by in their big old rigs. I tip my hat and plant slow with grit. She's a slow runner, hauling all that steel, working double time just to spin them wheels. Dreams run big, but my engine's small. Still I roll on proud, I don't stall, I crawl. Ain't fast or fierce, but she'll pull her weight. Just don't ask her to keep up at the gate. They say horsepower's king, but I say persistence is the real throne. Ain't about how quick you go, it's about getting that job done alone. She's a slow runner, but she'll see me through, one pass at a time under skies so blue. May not be pretty, may not be fast, but we'll get this field planted, first row to last. Just a farmer and a dream, working beat up machines, with the slow run of blues and big field schemes.
All right. So, we got all of the planting done, as expected. Oh my god, we're doing wheelies over here. Dude, that road is rough. I think it's easier to drive in the field at this point. But, yeah, we got all the planting done. That hitch definitely helped. It cut our time in about half. So, we gotta love that. I will put this back here behind the old ferment and silos. Seems like a good place to store something large like this. Oh my god, brakes. Thank you. May have bitten off a little more than we could chew with this harvest, or with this planter, but I feel like it's going to be a good thing for us. Let's go ahead and shut down the tractor for the time being. We've got our new crop in the ground. We are going to need a weeder, but everything else should be good. We shouldn't need to worry about anything else. If we look, let's go ahead and save real quick. We'll look at our precision farming and see how everything looks. So if we look at our yield, that's not what we're after. Nitrogen looks fantastic across the board. Love to see that. From the pH standpoint, everything looks pretty solid. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, the grass field's a little basic, so hopefully we get that sorted. Overall, we've got a 100 rating on this field and an 85 rating on this field. So our aggregate rating is 91, meaning we are getting a 12% bonus to any sale prices, which is huge. That is not insignificant, especially when every dollar matters. Okay. One thing I do want to take a look at real quick is if we click on this particular field. Hello? Oh, here we go. If we look at our economic analysis for this field, we are currently running at $56,000 of profit off of the top field. So very nice. The bottom field, we are running at $12,000 profit off of that property. And then off of this field, we are still at a loss of $2,000, but hopefully the next harvest will completely wipe that out. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we're doing great, man. We have expanded pretty quickly. I'm very happy with where we're at so far. Let's go ahead and go forward. There's nothing else for us to do in September. Now, we might as well go ahead and put up our greenhouses. You guys know the deal. We'll pull out our greenhouses from the sheds, make sure that they're ready to go. Won't be long, we'll be getting frost. We don't want to lose our crop to frost. There we go. Everything has been set up. Let's double check our productions. Make sure that I am good on everything. Seeds, fertilizer, water, still good. Ferment and silo has 750,000 liters of grass left, so we're good there. Water, we still got plenty there. Seeds and fertilizer, good there as well. And then, of course, our outgoing products, we are, of course, producing water, but it's going into the fermenting silo for the most part. So we're good. Let's go ahead and go forward. Nice, quick little planting episode today. And then we'll wake up at 10 a.m. and hope that we got enough money to get a weeder. Should have. Between the gardens and the selling of the silage, we should have plenty of money. In theory. $49,000 in the bank. Not too shabby. Some would say that is what we would call ideal. Alright, let's go ahead and see what's in the thing. Oh my god. I mean, I would love to pick that thing up. Up to 665 horsepower, quad track, versatile. This is a brand new piece of equipment from the Plains and Prairies pack. I have not used yet. Looks a lot like a Case Steiger, to be perfectly honest. Looks very similar. But yeah, I can't afford it. Even on a discount of 55%, I can't afford it. That's crazy. Tell me you poor without telling me you poor. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out our weeder. We're going to need it. All right, so weeders. This is the one we're after right here. It is a 12.4 meter working width, can go at 15 miles an hour. So that is perfect. Let's go ahead and buy that, $36,000. Now, it says that it needs 160 horsepower. How many horsepower does our little Volvo have? It's real close. It's got to be close. Let me look for my Volvo here. All right. We have 140 horsepower in the Volvo. Is it going to be enough to weed? I hope it is. Let's drop the fertilizer spreader. And let's go up and pick up our... All right. Let's pick this thing up and take it out for a test drive. You know what? I'm feeling a little light in the front end. Give me a second. I think it's time for the Volvo to get a little bit of a facelift. You're going to be working hard today, Volvo. I hope you're ready. You work hard for your money. All right, let's customize it. We do have the ability to throw a big front weight on here, so we're going to throw the 550 kilogram front weight on here. It's going to cost us $1,100. But that should hopefully offset the weight of this by at least a little bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. Perfect. It was a little bit light in the front end, and it still is a little light in the front end. And some of that's going to get better as we drop the thing down. But I figured now was a good time. But you can see that this is a very heavy piece of equipment for this little tractor. But I have faith in you, Volvo. Don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Doo-doo-beep-doo. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the game just looks better today for some reason. I mean, there is a little bit of like artifacting going on around the corners. Like it's like a lensing effect. It's like a big circle around the outside corners of the screen. I don't know if you guys see that or not, or if it's just my TV. But the lighting looks a lot better, and it could just be that it's overcast. But it seems to look a lot better anyway. Yeah, we'll get this thing down here and make sure that we cut our wheat field. Now the good news is we should get one more cut out of our grass field for the year. Just before winter time too. Next month we should be able to cut our grass. Alright, you can see we do have a little bit of weeds in this field as expected. Anytime you do direct drilling or shallow cultivating, you're going to have weeds. Okay, if you go with a plow, like if you plow your field or you do deep cultivating, then you don't have to worry about weeds. But we don't do that. We want shallow cultivating or direct drilling. So yeah, let's get this party started. Do we have enough horsepower? I think we're going to be okay, y'all. Alright, well there's our weeding done. That field should be good to go. I'll double check and make sure that it doesn't need another layer of fertilizer. It may, but I don't think it will. We'll drop our weeder off over here as well. But we're going to need some storage soon. Kind of just storing stuff everywhere at the moment. Alright, shut her down there for the moment. Let's check on our fertilizations. And it looks like everything is prime from the fertilizer standpoint. Perfect. Alright, well, I think it's time to go forward into November. I don't think there's anything else we got to worry about. Now, we will have to cut the grass in November. Big old jack-o'-lantern. Close up. Is there anything in the store that we were going to get? No, it was the big expensive stuff. We can't afford none of that. Not on our budget. Ooh, look at this. Nice sunny day here. Love to see that. As you can see, our grass field is ready to be harvested. So we will be cutting that in the next episode for sure. We've got 60 grand in the bank. We still don't really have anything here. This is a windrower apparently. 9.5 meter windrower. We don't really have a need for that. We will definitely be needing to mow the grass in the next episode. That is a lot of grass to get mowed, too. But for now, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and leave off, guys. Look at... I swear the lighting is better all of a sudden. Am I crazy? Did they change the lighting with the Plains and Prairies map? I'm going to have to look at some stuff, because I swear that this is looking way better than it did just yesterday's video. It's crazy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you happy with the way I'm doing things? Are you dissatisfied with the fact that I kind of cheesed by picking up that hitch? Should I have suffered through planting slowly because I bought an implement that was too big for our tractor? Let me know. I'm always open for feedback. So if you like what I'm doing, punch a like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.